Hello, my name is Fox, the person behind the screen. I had my first artist alley at the Anime Night Market in Westminster with I think that's how you say it. I went this past weekend and it was such an amazing time. I will be doing this video in 3 parts. Part 1 will be discussing day 1 of the event, then part 2 is the final day, then the last part will be reviewing the event itself and talking about money. I'm not a local to the event, so my boyfriend and I had to book a hotel since it was a 2-day event. This is actually the event's first time doing a 2-day event, so I was excited to see how the turnout would be. Luckily, the hotel we would be staying at is around 5 to 7 minutes away from where the event was hosted at, which was the Westminster Mall. I think I'm saying it right. I unfortunately didn't get any footage of setting up or tearing down because your fellow box gremlin here forgot to bring the tripod, which sucks, by the way, because I had so many shots I wanted to get but just had to make do with what I had. We arrived on time though and took our time setting up because the event didn't start for another few hours. This is how the setup turned out, by the way. It's not my usual setup, but I loved it nonetheless. I didn't have time to finish my brick panel design, so I was lucky enough to have a lot of foam signs to fill out any blank spaces, as well as caution tape. I was going to set up a display for my laptop, but I miscalculated the size of my laptop screen, so I couldn't show like a video showcase of my animation work. It's okay. I think for my first artist alley setup, I think I did pretty good. Now for the selling part, I was quite nervous. I still get scared talking to people or messing up my math when it comes to checking out their items. So I put all my prices behind my commission chalkboard, which helped a lot. Also, this is the cleanest back we've had so far. Obviously, it can be organized better, but I was happy that the back looked fairly decent. We started off strong with someone coming up to our booth right away to get some stickers, but then it got pretty slow. We were scared that sales weren't gonna pop off as much, but it did pick up later down the line. What was chaotic though was the amount of commissions I got for day 1. 5 to 7 commissions. I know that doesn't sound a lot, but to me, someone who hasn't drawn in person in a hot minute, I was extremely grateful, but extremely terrified. No, I'm a perfectionist, and my commission work usually takes months to do because of my own insecurities of my own art. So sitting there for hours and drawing to complete perfection made me a little anxious. Again, extremely grateful, but I was terrified of not doing the best or feeling like a failure on my art's outcome. I wasn't able to go explore due to this, and I didn't mind, but I feel like I should have been less harsh on myself. Like seriously, I was charging, that. I like being affordable to people, but it comes with devaluing myself and my time. But to wrap up this segment, day 1 went pretty smooth. We packed up any merch to take back to the car and set up a canopy wall thing over our booth. We came back the next day a little late, but still on time if that makes sense. We put up everything and I was relieved to find everything in place. So, I had a lot of commissions on day 2. I actually have no idea still if I counted them all right, but I was hit with an immediate wave of interest in my commissions. We raised the price by a little the next day due to my boyfriend's concern, but I was happy to see a lot of interest for them. So many people asked and ordered one that I had to stop the queue for a bit. And even after the queue was back up, I was only taking 2 more slots and they were immediately gone. I'm sorry to those who I declined, but I was busting my wrist in the back of the booth, and my poor Thai tea was sitting in the back waiting for me to drink it. Due to me pausing commissions, this was the first time I left my booth to walk around. I'm an anxious vlogger, so I'm sorry the footage is a bit wonky. I wanted to see the other booths and see what events were happening. I also visited the mall's claw machine place and it was pretty cute. I ended up trying to buy something from one of my neighbors. I loved their cat stickers and cat related items, so I wanted to show some support, especially since my boyfriend and I adored a few of the selling ones. But bless her heart, she wanted to actually trade with me. That made me so happy. So shout out to Naomi for trading with me, and I hope you like the stickers you chose. I'm proud to say though that day 2 was my peak. A lot of people ordered stuff and kept asking for my business card, which I ran out of by like the hour before the event ended. I severely underestimated the amount of people who would be asking for one, but next time I'll just bring my stack. I hope people enjoy my free pin of my little guy though. Keep him safe and don't feed him after midnight. And with that, the day ended and it was time to head home. Anime Night Market was a dream come true. My goal by the end of the year was to booth at an artist alley, and this felt like a Christmas present to me. I had so much fun talking to people and drawing for others. I would just love to experience this again. Shout out to my fellow vendor neighbors. They made me feel comfortable and were overall so sweet. I'm sorry if I didn't speak a lot. I'm an anxious dude, but I still try. Now for the numbers. The event and hotel ended up costing us a little over $400. I'm not counting gas or food because my boyfriend ended up taking care of it and just made sure I was eating. I love you, honey. So with $400+ being what we needed to make back, we surprisingly made it all back. Profit-wise though, we barely made $100. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but honestly, I'm happy with it. Prior to this event, I've only ever made back table or hit $200. This is the first time I have made over $500. As a first time artist alley vendor, I considered it as a win. Would I do this event again? Yes, absolutely. Everyone I met was kind and setting up wasn't a hassle. I wish nothing but the best for this event and I hope to be back here again.
Here with the news, I'm your host, Philster. We are giving thanks to Matthew for being a Ko-fi member and a channel member. And a thank you to another channel member, Silver Veil. Want your name on the news? Click the Ko-fi link down below and become a channel member today. Tune in next time for a tablet review for any inspiring artists out there. Unfortunately, we are out of time. Have a good day, and remember to stay safe and be kind.